Feels weird to say it, but I'm getting used to Raw being good. It's weird. Welcome to the Daily Neitz. It's a daily look at classic films, modern cinema, and today the world of professional wrestling. And Monday Night Raw just happened. It's the go-home Raw to this Sunday's Payback. And I am far more excited for this pay-per-view than I ever thought I would be a month or two ago. Since WrestleMania, I was kind of worried about where they were going to go after Mania, with Roman being the champion and a bunch of guys winning that probably shouldn't have won at WrestleMania, and then 4 straight good Raws in the hands of Shane McMahon, so to speak. And now we're here, and I'm ready for it. We got a bunch of good feuds coming up. Sami and Owens is the big one for me, because I love both of those guys, and I love watching them work, and I know they're going to put on a great match. I'm also really excited for Natalya and Charlotte. Not a lot grew with that one tonight, but I did enjoy Natty just yelling at Charlotte, "Look at this," when she had Emma in the sharpshooter. So that should be that has potential to be match of the night on Sunday, as the women have been doing lately, which is great. And then of course the main event, Roman versus AJ, and I'm very impressed with the fact that Roman is not the focal point of the match. The focal point is on AJ and on Gallows and Anderson, and that is making it so intriguing and so entertaining to watch. I was actually looking forward to Raw tonight to see what was going to happen with Gallows and Anderson and AJ and Roman and that whole kerfuffle. I was looking forward to watching a Roman Reigns segment, which I can't say I've ever felt before, at least not for a long time. So I don't like that Roman's the champion. I don't think he's ready, but they're starting him off strong and doing some good things with his storylines, which I really, really appreciate. I'm not quite sure how I feel about Dean and Jericho going into this. To me, it seems like they're fighting over a fake talk show, which is lame. And I like both of those guys. I think they can build the feud a little bit better. But I know that's an unpopular opinion as well. I've seen some guys on Twitter that love where that feud's going. So, I mean, sure. And their segment tonight was great. Also, Enzo and Cass and the Vaudevillains is happening on Sunday. And I've been impressed the past week or two with the Vaudevillains on the microphone, because they were in the ring tonight with The New Day and Enzo and Cass, both of whom are fire on the microphone. And Aiden English held his own, and he had some good lines, and they had some good stuff going on. It was really entertaining. I'm really happy with where the tag team tournament's going. I'm excited for that match, and I'm excited for the match that would follow. I was joking with Cody that should Enzo and Cass win, they should have their title match at Extreme Rules, and the stipulation is no touching. The whole match has to be done on the microphone verbally. And I would kill for...
Enzo would win.
I would kill for a 20-minute segment of Enzo and Woods just talking trash about each other until Enzo hits one big line, all 3 of the New Day fall down, and then Enzo and Cass win the titles off of that. That would be the best, but they're never going to do something like that because it's the WWE, not Chikara or wherever, Indie they would do that at. But still, a boy can dream. Yeah, the only downside of this card I'm looking forward to on Sunday is Kalisto versus Ryback. Again, because it's been this is their 3rd title match or 4th match, and Kalisto hasn't lost to Ryback until I think Thursday night he lost. But he beat him in the world title tournament in November, and then he beat him for defending his title, and it's just you put the title on the guy, and he's not even on the Go Home Raw. His match is on the pre-show for Payback. You don't give him any character development, nothing to do on TV. It's just sinking the character, and that title, that championship doesn't mean anything anymore. During the main event tonight, Del Rio was lining up a kick, and somebody said he's going to do that. I think it was JBL. He's going to do that kick that won him a title. And one of the other announce team guys, it was probably Byron, said, yeah, the U.S. title in November, whenever he won it off of Cena. And my thought was oh, that's the title they're talking about. That doesn't mean anything. That's not important. It's not like he won the world title with that kick, which I think he did. But they brought up the U.S. title, and it just negated all the effect of what they were trying to say, because that title is just, it's not seen anymore. When Cena held it, every week we had an awesome match for that title. That's how Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens came up. That's how like Cesaro exploded, was his match with Cena. Even guys like Zack Ryder, Stardust, they're like floating around the lower mid card, and they had this title match, and a lot of like with John Cena, and now it's like that belt is sitting on Kalisto's waist, and you see him every other week in a tag match with Sin Cara, and then on pre-shows for pay-per-views defending it, and you can do better with that. It's a shame that Zack Ryder left WrestleMania with a title and he's not on TV right now. Like, why not put the U.S. title back on Zack Ryder and put him on TV? Or you have guys like Damian Sandow who show up for 3 seconds tonight, and it was my favorite 3 seconds of the night because I haven't seen him in forever, and he's on TV. And he didn't even get a match, but he was on TV. It was great. Like, there's so many guys that could take the U.S. title and run with it.
Prince Pretty.
Tyler Breeze, Mr. 8 and 83 or whatever his TV record is. Yeah. Like, there's a lot of guys on the undercard, like, around the same level as Kalisto, that could take that title places. And I get that they're trying to appeal to the Latino demographic, and that's fine, but you're not really doing that if you're not showing the guy on TV. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It feels like they're forgetting about that title.
But we did have to see that Diego and Fernando thing again.
Oh yeah, they're still pushing whatever their new names are going to be. The former Los Matadores, now their gimmick is we're Puerto Rican, which is even less of a character than the Matadors were. But yeah. So overall, another good Raw. I wouldn't say it was as good as 2-3 weeks ago, but solid effort. Great matches on the card tonight. And they set up Payback very well. I'm very much looking forward to that pay-per-view, seeing what's going to happen, how Gallows and Anderson are going to ruin the main event, and who are they really working for. I still think it's Seth Rollins. I would love it if it was Seth Rollins, but it's probably Finn Balor, or Cody said it's probably just AJ, and he's just messing with Roman and trying to make it look like it's not him. But we'll see on Sunday. I think that's all I got. Do you have anything you want to add, babe?
Brett's gonna be on Payback. That'll be cool.
Yeah, it'll be cool to see Brett, even though he's probably not gonna do anything. I would love to see him put Ric Flair in a sharpshooter and break that old man's back.
There would be so many broken bones.
Just roll him out of the arena, never to be seen again, please. China. They did the a video package for China tonight, which I appreciated. I don't agree with the WWE's stance on her over the past few years, and trying to like hide that she did porn and saying like she's not going to be in the Hall of Fame because if kids Google her they'll find porn, completely ignoring the fact that like X-Pac did porn, and Shawn Michaels did Playgirl and like all this other stuff, and it just feels like the company as a whole just kind of treated her bad for like BS personal reasons. And they're now like backtracking and it's like, no, we love China. Look at how great she was. And she was a pioneer. It feels a little bit like that, but I still appreciate that they gave her a video package and they gave her a moment tonight because she was a pioneer and she was one of the great women wrestlers of that era. And she deserves to be recognized for that.
I wonder how much of her getting a package was in Shane's control as well.
Possibly. I doubt it though, because I think Vince is still actually running everything.
He's still actually control, but something like that doesn't affect matches.
I think they're trying to make themselves look good, and like my complaint isn't with anything actually involving China. It's with how the WWE handles things, and there's like a double standard.
There's a double standard in everything. That's an argument.
Like Sunny's in the Hall of Fame, and she did porn. Although Hogan's sex tape got him removed from the Hall of Fame, but it was because of the racism and the homophobia. It's like this weird Like,
It's this weird dichotomy where the women are
pick
over.
a stance and stick with it. Either you're okay with your superstars in the '90s doing porn, or you're not.
Oh no, they have picked a stance. The stance is it's fine when the dudes do it. It's just the women that
No,
they
but
have
pick a
problem
stance
with.
and have it. Everybody, you know what I mean?
Yes,
You know
I
what I'm saying?
Yes, I know.
It's just
It's one of those things where it's a continuing problem of the female wrestlers are over sexualized. It's getting to the point where that's not the case.
thank goodness.
Because they're starting to be, no, we're wrestlers, we're not.
Because, like I said earlier, Natty and Charlotte has the ability to be match of the night, as it was at Roadblock. It was the...
And as it
Depending
was
on
when
who
they
you
did
ask.
it 3 years ago at NXT.
Yeah, right. With the same managers. Yeah. Nobody watches NXT, right?
Not when it was FC Dub.
No, that was actually NXT, though.
Was it?
Yeah,
Oh.
that was on NXT. I think that's on the NXT Greatest Matches Volume 1. Mallow agrees. All right. Get out of here. That's all I got for Raw. When Payback happens, I haven't decided if I'm going to live stream it again because WrestleMania took a lot out of me. But I'll decide on the day. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned to my Twitter at Daily Neitz and subscribe to the channel to find out if I'll be live streaming during the pay-per-view. Tomorrow I'm looking at a movie. Can you check on the list what movie it is? Oh, it's Metropolis. I'm looking at Metropolis tomorrow. I know
I
what
can't
it is.
read.
It's okay. Metropolis. One of my favorite silent films. Talk about that tomorrow. But until then, like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment in the comment section below about whatever. I don't care. Tell me how I'm wrong about Dean and Jericho. Do that. I like when people tell me I'm wrong because I hate myself. But until tomorrow, bye.
You're wrong.